I'm being dead serious now. This is the most important thing. You're dyslexic.
Fuck off.
I'm serious.
I might be.
You are.
Diggnation covers some of the hottest news stories circling around the toilet that is the internet.
Dude, handicapped people are stoked.
It's like a fucking Chinese handbag that I'm supposed to put over my nuts.
Not that there's anything wrong with Chinese handbags.
If you order a Chinese handbag, he was like, I will tell you the 3 things that changed my life. One of them I forgot, but he was great.
Get hammered and get in.
Dude, I would love it. A cock ring?
Yeah.
No.
You want a little choke.
Happy Halloween,
Happy
everybody.
Halloween.
Drum roll, please.
Do not include this mouth.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com. Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Diggnation. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the hottest news stories circling around the toilet that is the internet.
The internet is really
It's a lot.
spicy
There's
right
a
now.
lot of stuff on the internet that we aren't going to talk about. Oh my God, that just reminded me of something that I saw that I was like, oh wow, we cannot talk about that. And I don't even really remember what it was.
Thank you for leading the audience off.
Yeah, I know. That's what we do here at Diggnation. We've been back for, I think this is episode
4.
5.
5. Mouse was 5.
Mouse was 5, okay. 5 of
Yes.
the reboot.
Yes.
I have been enjoying it immensely.
Same.
Yeah, it's
Same.
been
We got a
really
good
cool.
cadence, like every 3 weeks right now.
This is going to be a little bit delayed. I think this is 4 weeks because there was some travel.
Oh my God.
Sort of out and about.
Did
Which,
you-
by the way, how was your trip?
Oh my God. It was good. It was like, I basically have been on, I think it was 8 airplanes in the last 3 weeks, which you know how much
Lord,
I'm
dude.
flying.
Do you
know.
still just like get drunk?
No. I am actually way
I do
better
Xanax.
now. You do Xanax?
I love it. It's my favorite thing.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, I literally have a prescription for Xanax, and
Just for flights.
if the flight is over like 4 hours, I'll just pop one because why not?
Yeah.
But I'm constantly calling my doctor every like 4 years and being like, hey, can I get a refill? And the ladies on the phone are like, no, you have to come in to see the doctor to talk
Yeah.
about it. And I was like, that's not how I'm using the Xanax.
Right. It's not like
And
you're
then-
using like every...
Yeah, and they're like, well, we'll talk to the doctor. And then I just get a text. It's like, your prescription's ready to be picked up at CVS.
Yeah, I mean, it's helpful. That does really help me as well. I don't
For
use
like
Xanax,
long haul stuff.
but
yeah.
I use something similar. And if I don't want to drink, but I'm getting, you know what's funny is when you do on that many flights, you actually kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, whatever. Although I was on one of those fucking 787 Maxes, or the bad ones. The ones that like crash and shit.
Oh, yeah, you actually were on the Max.
Oh, I was on one of those.
Yeah,
And I didn't know it.
737 Max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I watched the Boeing documentary.
Oh, I know. That was so
Yeah, and
intense,
so
dude.
then I get on the freaking plane and it's like, Max, I'm a little like, how not to die.
No, and you're
pamphlet.
like, that's the first thing you shouldn't do.
Why are they branding it that?
Yeah, because it's by the way, their best-selling airplane to date.
I know, but like now everybody, so anyway, it's a long story. I was on it and I was literally like, I wasn't gonna drink. And
you're like,
I got on the plane, I'm like,
ma'am?
Yeah, we didn't take it up. I'm like, possibly,
Yeah.
refill.
I'd like
She's
to max my alcohol on this one, please.
So
Yeah, that documentary I think it's on Netflix, but man, that documentary was scary.
scary.
Dude.
Speaking about scary,
Hey.
drinks today. This showed up in the mail from some type of fan.
Oh, that is scary.
And it has like it almost looks like a legit label, except there's no ABV on it.
Oh, so there's no government labeling.
Yeah, so I'm like, could be a printout with poison inside.
It could be.
I don't know.
But it also could be really good.
We've
What
never
does
been
it
poisoned
say?
by a fan yet.
Not yet. You know what? There's always time.
Thank
Now that we're back.
Thanks to all the fans that never poisoned
What does it
us.
say? Root and branch?
Root and branch. It's
Life and fate.
okay. I don't smell any poison.
I mean, it literally called life and fate.
just like the label says, maybe poison. I almost spit it up all over the place, dude. I felt it like go semi up my nose, like when it stings.
Within the first year, you threw up on my couch.
No, but what I love is like, what if it said like, if Kevin, if you were reading this, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fucked. Like,
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, it's got like a psilocybin or whatever.
A psilocybin.
Yeah. How is it?
Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pale ale, root, and
it
branch.
came with no information except the can.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. But it was weird. I think I gave my address to somebody. I'm pretty sure.
Your home address?
No, I had a P.O. box. I think what happened is I gave my address. Whenever anyone asked me that I don't know that well, and I'm like, oh, like, but you're still cool, but like, you have in my house.
Yeah, we have a mailbox. Yeah.
You know, and so I basically give that address, and I'm pretty sure I know who it was from, but like, well, so thank you for that. But
nice.
There was no note. Otherwise, I would thank you personally. But it's actually quite good.
I love that you've got to this place in your life where you will dual wield a random stranger's beer that could be poison and some nice champagne.
Yeah. Because beer messes my stomach up.
I know,
still.
it's so
Although,
funny.
probiotics, I got to tell you about some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
But and then red wine, you're not? Because I mean, I feel like the first couple episodes we were like partying with the red wine train, you and me, brah.
We were, but like I'm telling you, when I sleep, I get the red wine sweats. You know?
I don't know.
You don't
Is that
ever
a thing?
get that?
Not really.
Like you just don't sweat?
I mean,
You don't wake up like sweaty, like, I drank too much, I'm a little sweaty. You ever drink that?
only when I'm sick.
Okay, interesting. But you're drinking when you're sick too?
I'm drinking all the time, Kevin. Actually, the funny thing is that I drink red wine when I'm not sick, and then Jack Daniels when I'm sick because I need a little something to just
Dude,
kick
you know what's funny?
Just kick it.
I've actually had that happen a couple times where
It's great.
Well, the cold is hanging on.
Yep.
I know there's no science, but the cold's hanging on.
Science
It's
is
like,
in here.
But it's like 5 days in.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? One little
Yep.
and then you sweat. And then
That's
it's
when you
gone.
sweat. That's when you sweat.
Exactly. Okay. Anyway, we're doctors.
So, I was going to say to everybody out there, because I believe this might drop a couple days before, but happy Halloween,
Happy
everybody.
Halloween. In fact, if you stick around, I'm going to beta test
so
my
excited.
Halloween costume, which no one has seen here. This will be the first
the
time I'm
best.
trying it on.
This is the best.
And I will say it is not complete. So it may look a little.
Just come out with no pants on.
It's just
You're like, oh,
there
Rocky
may
from
be a
Rocky
little
Horror Picture.
exposure, but we'll put the.
I was thinking about Halloween. First off, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Secondly, maybe you can help workshop my. I do this every year.
Are you going to a party?
I've got 2 parties to go to.
That's fun.
And it's like one of those things where it's like every fucking year I'm like, I'm gonna get so ahead of the curve. I'm gonna knock it out of the park.
Etsy, dude. Etsy. So you gotta do it.
Etsy.
Etsy's the best for that, like medium tier, like not the shit you get at like freaking CVS.
Because I can always order shit off Amazon, but it always comes and I'm like, it's like a fucking Chinese handbag that I'm supposed to put over my nuts. And
Not
you're
that
like,
there's
what
anything wrong with Chinese handbags.
If you order a Chinese handbag, that's
Then
what
that's
you
what you
want.
expect. That's right.
But if you're ordering, like a Gordon Gekko suit costume
Yeah.
and it comes in like a little napkin.
Well, and then you get it and it's thin, and then you look like that guy that kind of didn't
you know
try.
that smell?
Oh, I know.
When you open a package and you're like, that's cancer.
Well, it's because if they have to ship certain things long distances, they put stuff so the bugs don't get in and eat the stuff. It's actually
I'd rather have the bugs.
Yeah. So what are you gonna be?
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. We're gonna have to workshop, maybe off camera. But it made me realize, of all the years that we did Diggnation, 7.5 years. I'm assuming either 7.
We dressed up once.
Or maybe 8. Did we?
We dressed up for Thanksgiving.
That's what I was gonna say. I remember that because we were.
Can we show a little clip of that?
Oh my God, the Chol fire is the best.
We couldn't keep our shit.
Oh my God,
We
that
could
was
not
the best.
keep our shit together.
The outtakes was better than the actual play.
Well, we just tried to make our freaking YouTube channel intro. Can we show some of the outtakes of that now? For the...
Oh, yeah. We're back!
Yeah.
Do you want to switch?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
Let's switch places. Here we go. All right, ready? Hello, friends. This is not an AI hallucination. You are actually watching YouTube with Kevin Rose and Alice.
Anyway, enjoy the stuff.
Subscribe, like.
Subscribe, like.
Okay.
It says subscribe.
What character is that?
It's me.
Yeah, so we tried to do a YouTube like little intro.
Which is funny
hard.
because I had said, in my mind, I was like, A, we're professionals.
Right.
We have
Clearly we've been doing
literally
this.
done this for a living for a long time.
Yes.
And I was like, we're gonna nail it. And then I was like, back then we were kids, we didn't know what we were doing. It was comedy, you know what I mean? Like it was like a little sketch. Oh boy, did that go off the rails.
Yeah. We haven't
so
gotten any
fun.
better. We were professional drinkers more than anything, I think is what it came down to.
I think you're right about that. I think you're right about that.
All right, so let's get into some fun stories.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I just wanted to do a little hintsies at something that's coming down the road that I'm pretty excited about. So this is just
How are you gonna put it? How are you gonna put it?
The best way I'm gonna put this is that there is a project that I have a couple colleagues working on that it is very, very cool.
Okay.
And I've never gone out and kind of done a mass solicitation for engineers, but this project requires a very special skill set.
Got it.
And
so like the guy from Taken has a very specific set of skills.
Does he kill people?
He does.
Okay.
But it's a very specific set of skills.
You won't have to kill anyone, but you do need to know some different stuff. So I just want to throw out a couple things here. Here's the deal.
Okay. So you're going to list technologies.
I'm going to list some technologies. If this makes sense to you, which it won't to a lot of people, then apply. And you'll probably, if you know what these technologies do, don't drop it in ChatGPT. You might understand what we're kind of building towards. So we're going to need an AI engineer, React Native, very senior, very, 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 very senior engineer. So none of this like bullshit. And just a general senior front-end engineer, React on more the iOS and Android side. Okay, so this is where it gets crazy. What we need is someone that is familiar with ML frameworks. So it could be PyTorch, TensorFlow, distributed processing like Spark or Beam, vector similarity search, feature stores and ML pipelines. Basically, if you're hanging out in Hugging Face, have you messed around with Hugging Face?
No.
Hugging Face is like the place for AI, like where you can install your own AI like shit.
Oh yeah, I've not been there, but I've heard.
It's really cool. It's like the GitHub for like AI stuff.
Oh, I'm going.
So if you hang out on Hugging Face, this is what we're looking for.
He wants to see you.
Last thing, you have to have experience with real-time databases and caching systems, so like DynamoDB, Bigtable, Redis. Kafka, Kinesis, like things like that. So that's all I can say for now. If you're very senior and you know what all those words mean, you're into vector databases, you understand similarity engines in vector world.
You hug faces.
You hug faces. secret@kevinrose.com. I promise you, this is a mind-blowing idea, fun thing. So anyway.
I love that.
And if you're really, really senior iOS, Android folks like that as well. All right.
Interesting.
But mostly I would probably go React Native if we're going to do that, because that lets you do both platforms. All right, that's all I want to say on that front. First story of the day. So this one is a really fun one, largely because I would say that, well, I'll tell you a couple things that are really interesting. So about 5 years ago, Peter Attia, who's like a really well-known like rock star physician these days, he's been my like longevity like health coach doctor for about 12 years now. So
wow.
Yeah, I've known him for a long time. He's an awesome guy.
My brother-in-law gave me his book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Did you read it?
Yeah. Nah.
You should. It's fantastic. Anyway.
I don't want to read a book that's just going to be like, yeah, I shouldn't do any of the things I'm doing with my life.
It's pretty much what
Next.
it's cover to cover. It's going to be like, and I'm doing that wrong, and I'm
Alcohol is bad for you. Next page.
Exactly.
You should work out. Next page.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, I've not had, and then we'll get back to it, I've not had McDonald's in over 2 years.
Oh, fuck.
And I've not had Taco Bell in a year.
I mean, that's good too.
Dude, those were the two like things I would just
But
like.
is it like Burger King and Del Taco was like last week kind of thing?
No, like.
Okay.
Because here's the thing: if I'm not going to McDonald's, why would I go anywhere else? I really actively dislike most fast food stuff except McDonald's. You know, you have the brands.
No, I don't like McDonald's. The only one I would ever have tempted at all would be Del Taco.
Which is so funny. So my wife, Heather, is a Del Taco person over Taco Bell. And I think Del Taco is like, why am I even here? Del Taco is like going to an Arby's to me.
No.
Why am I even here?
Well, first of all, don't hate on an
Arby's?
An barbecue?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Do you remember barbecues? No, actually.
No, I do not remember any Arby thing.
Do you remember the Arby's with the melting cheese?
No,
you don't remember?
I mean, I remember that Arby's existed and there were things, but I've never been.
French dip?
I've only been once, I think, or twice.
God, Arby's was so good back in the day when I was a kid. It was so good. Anyway.
See, McDonald's when I stop as a kid.
This is the point of my story.
But we're talking about.
Okay, Peter Attia. 7 years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I got this like crazy peptide. It's a GLP-1 agonist, and there was like. Nobody knew what those were, and now we call that Ozempic.
Gotcha.
And nobody knew what that was.
GLP-1 peptide, yeah.
Nobody knew what that was back in the day. And, he has you do these things called DEXA scans, which are these really like bone density scans. It also scans like your visceral fat, like your muscle mass.
I don't know if I need all that.
No, but like, so what's interesting about...
because that's the fat that's around the organs, which is horrible for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if he looks at high, and he sees, okay, you're a skinny dude, but you have high visceral fat, how can we get that down, right? Because that's the stuff that's really bad for you. So anyway, he knows I'm a biohacker. I'm on the edges of his like patient population where he will like give me the wild, crazy shit. So I tried Ozempic before it was like called Ozempic, like 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And so I tried it for like a month and it got my visceral fat down. It was like, it worked really, really well. And then it became, it was this blockbuster drug and all this shit. Now it's all over the place. But it's really interesting because there's this lady, Colleen, she's like this insane scientist that has come up with a probiotic that you have to produce it in an oxygen-free environment. What? And so she built this like entire lab.
She basically made space in her lab.
Yeah, basically, but not gravity. But yeah, oxygen-free.
You can't have gravity. It's just like a little pill floating across the thing. It's like, oh, that's the new thing I just made.
No, that was not it. But they discovered that in the like lower kind of colon area, there's no oxygen down there. So
in my lower colon?
Yeah, like I'm like maybe some a little higher up in there, but it's somewhere around there.
I have an oxygen-free zone.
Yeah, oxygen-free zone. That's where these bacteria grow. And so they found this strain that naturally increases GLP-1. And so it's fascinating. So this is a true story. I'm at this partner offsite at True Ventures that we're at.
Yeah.
And one of my colleagues, like, she's always been like really like slender and fine,
healthy.
but she like was really looking like super fit. And I was like, oh shit, it's kind of hard to say things to colleagues, but I was just like, well, what's new? And she's like, oh, I cut up my chocolate cravings. And I'm like, how? And she's like, yeah, I used to eat a whole chocolate bar. When I get really excited, I eat the whole bar.
I mean, I'm that way with all fucking candies.
Yeah, but now she's like, I've been taking this probiotic and it's like cut out my cravings because it's increasing my natural GLP-1. And like but to be fair, and I want to just like be fully transparent here.
Double.
It is a company that we invested in. That's how we had early access to try it out. So please, this is not an ad for this. But here's what happened. I got a hold of the CEO and I was like, this is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, would you come on my podcast to talk about it? She's like, yeah. And so I had her on a couple days ago. It hasn't come out yet, or will by the time this comes out. And I said to her, okay, listen, like, I don't want to have this be an ad because there's no like she's not paying me to do this.
Yeah.
But I said, would you do this one thing? Let's do an experiment with my audience where we give everyone 3 months of this shit.
Oh my God,
and if it doesn't work, then because she doesn't offer money back guarantees. And I was like, with my audience, would you do a money back guarantee? Because they have like 90% of people that use it buy again because it's like really working.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's really interesting. We had never thought about it because people could take advantage of it. But if we did a really targeted, like just for your audience,
us,
then we'll do this. So anyway,
dude,
on my podcast, and I'll hook you up with some as well.
Fuck yeah.
It's insane, and it's so the cool thing about it is one, I was absolutely not paid to do this, but two, if at day 89 you're like, this didn't work for me,
this shit.
All it is an email, no like return this shit or anything and then you'll get all your money back. I just said it because I've had so many friends hit me up being like, I don't have a pediatrician, I don't have a special doctor, and it's going to cost me $1,000 a month to get on one of these freaking shop things. Like, how can I feel left out, and this to me feels like a safer, like more interesting way to naturally do it.
How much is it a month? And I mean, you're comparing it to $1,000 a month.
Yeah, so I would have to look. Actually, I really don't even know, but I think it's like. That's a great question. I really don't know. I
feel like that would be a question.
No, it's a great point. I never looked.
I know. That would be amazing if it was like $75,000.
Yeah, the 3 months is $185.
Okay. Well, that's a shit ton cheaper than $1,000
and it's also,
$1,500
it's also covered by your HSA and FSA. So they it's covered by your those health plans as well. So you can actually get it that way as well. But anyway. And you don't have to have a doctor's prescription. I just say that because I know there's a lot of people. The thing that kills me is like my father passed away from heart disease largely because he was a very obese man, and he also was predisposed for it genetically. But He was probably, I don't know, maybe 120 pounds overweight, something like that.
Yeah.
Big dude.
This would definitely have impacted him.
Well, I'm just like, dude, if we can help people don't realize that it's not just heart disease. If you're overweight, like severely overweight, there's like, I think it's like 12 different cancers that are linked to obesity. It's not good shit.
Well, but also your fucking joints, you know what I mean?
It's all the things.
And also mobility. I just read this, I was just about to say I read the study. Did not read a study. I saw a video. But it was that there was an inverse correlation between mortality rate and leg strength. They did this study of people that were over 80, and all they had them do was do heavy lifting on their legs. Yeah. Now, heavy lifting for the person, right? Like this scrawny 80-year-old is not going to be fucking yoking up 400 pounds in squats. But they did 3 days a week, heavy lifting training on their legs, and that all the people in the study, not only did they increase mobility, start walking, most stopped being assisted with walking, but their longevity increased. And it's like, it's so interesting that you can target these very specific things. And I mean, so Heather and I, we weightlift now all the time. We do 3 days a week, like heavy lifting. And I've felt better than I've felt almost my entire life, just because it feels like, oh yeah, like I didn't pick that thing up, I don't have to worry about it. And as you get older, as we all get older, strength and mobility are two fucking big keys.
You know what's funny is, Peter Attia has, a ton of doctors, a ton of analysts that pour over all the scientific literature. And when you listen to his podcast, the number one thing that you need to do for longevity is maintain muscle mass over time.
Yeah.
It is like the biggest indicator. But it means you're working out and things like that as well, right? So you're getting downstream effects of that. But it is all about muscle mass over time. Yeah. And so that's huge. But anyway, I wanted to say this, and don't just go to the website, go to my site, not because, again, I'm not getting paid for this at all. I have to say it 1,000 times over.
No, because I keep saying it, Kevin, because I know people on the internet.
Because I just hate, like, people are always like, you can pay. Listen, the SEC could come after me and get my ass because it's illegal not to say when you're getting paid for shit.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm truly not getting paid for it, but I want people to try it and then just get your fucking money back if you don't like it. Yeah. Like, that's but it doesn't work for you.
Well, but the thing that's really interesting about the GLP-1 and the what's the other one, the triglyceride or the semaglutide or whatever, but they're now being approved by the FDA for other things like heart disease.
Yes.
Like decreased cancer risk, but also there are things that they're starting to say, like they might be something that they start doing for alcohol abuse.
Yes.
Because it lowers
my cravings go down, dude.
Yeah, it lowers your craving for alcohol.
So this is the same thing with that probiotics. Since I've been taking it, like my cravings have gone down for alcohol.
So you've started the probiotics?
Yeah. Oh, well, 100%.
And you felt
I got it right upstairs. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Well, I mean, I'm probably like, you don't really start feeling it till about 6 weeks in.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's not like a hammer. It's like slowly changing your microbiome and stuff like that.
Ozempic and the others, they're actually a synthetic GLP-1, right? So they're basically giving it into your body. So this is stimulating your body to create more GLP-1s.
At the gut microbiome level.
At the microbiome level.
Exactly. So,
dude, I'm going to tell my fucking buddy.
And we'll get you some too.
I won't say his name because he's going to be watching.
And people are using it when they come off of GLP-1s too, because they actually use it the doctors are prescribing for that. Anyway, let's move on to the next story.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So we are fans of AI news here, and this blew my mind.
Poison beer.
Introducing.
Sorry.
First off,
I just took a drink of the poison beer to watch the audio. I'm not relating AI to poison beer.
Yeah. But first off, I mean, I don't hope that's poison, but
but if it was mild
poison,
and I started like,
I'd be like, I mean, you did just say, yeet poison bear and drank it, and now you're sick for 2 days. It's like kind of your problem. Kind of funny. I approve. I approve this message. Okay, introducing computer use, a new Claude 3.5 Sonnet, and Claude 3.5 Haiku. So Anthropic, who are the people behind Claude.
I fucking love Anthropic, dude. I'm sorry.
Now, I mean, look, Claude was already the considered tested the outperformer in coding, but not only that, they have now done something that nobody else has done, but also really freaking cool, but kind of scary. And
scary.
No, I mean, kind of scary, but they also gave you these guidelines. So they have announced not only, so they should have said it was, I don't know why they did this, but it's Claude 3.5 Sonnet, the newer version? Why they didn't do
They need some
Claude,
naming help.
Yeah, they need naming
First of
help,
all,
man.
Claude.
I know. Claude.
It's like Claude.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I don't want to be like.
is just like, ooh.
I don't want to like when I have an assistant around the house. I don't want to be like, hey Claude. You know, it's like you don't like talk to.
Yeah, Alexa, like
that
rolls.
rolls
You're
is
happy
like,
when you say it. You're
Siri,
like, Alexa, what's
you know?
the weather in
Yeah.
Kentucky?
Claude.
Yeah, Claude. Claude Sonnet 3.5, could you please tell me when I need to go to the bathroom? But one of the things that Anthropic did is they announced computer use.
I know.
Which is bonkers. Essentially, it allows AI to actively do things on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, AI for code, coding has been happening, so a lot of the code, programs that are coming out, sure, AI coded them. And maybe even they have AI backends, right? Like API calls to ChatGPT where like you enter in some information and then it goes to ChatGPT under the hood. And so yes, you may be interacting with AI and not knowing it or knowing it fully well. But what this is doing is it's taking that step of needing to enter information in.
Yeah.
And the example that they showed.
People are stoked. No, that's not even funny because it gives you so much more control. Come on, dude.
No, you're right. You're not wrong. You're right, and it is not funny. It's just a little out of left field for me.
No, but I was sitting here thinking because you were saying like it gives you control, and I was I was thinking about like just being able to tell AI
100%.
Like how are you going to, if you don't have use and mobility to use Photoshop, like now 100%. You actually have, I didn't mean it to be
I get you.
fielder.
And
I'm sorry.
didn't mean to laugh so hard. It just took me by surprise, Devin.
I'm sorry.
It just took me by surprise. It's good intention, and I agree.
The intention was not to be a joke for the handshake.
I know that.
I'm being dead serious.
Anyway, you are correct. You are correct. But back to what it actually does. The example that they showed, which was fucking mind-blowing, was they were like, hey, I want to fill out this form with this information that's in disparate places on your computer, right?
Yeah.
Before, with AI, you would have to go and collect that data.
Right.
And then give it to the AI, and the AI would then generate some stuff, and you'd have to maybe plug it into the place you're supposed to plug it in. With this, it actually showed Claude opening up a web browser.
That's what I'm talking about.
Navigating to the website, scanning the website. And this is the thing that's the craziest thing is that what it does is it doesn't talk to the code like, you can have a computer program sort of like see the code of the website.
Right.
It's not doing that. It's actually taking a screen capture of the website and then sending it to itself, Claude, and then analyzing the image.
Yes. And
then from the image, discerning what information you need to input and where on the screen it needs to input. Now, it's interesting because the way it works is it's actually using coordinates. So it's saying, okay, at this pixel by this pixel, that's where I have to click in order to do the thing. I think that's just the first generation. I think that is going to go away.
Yes.
But it was freaking amazing to watch this AI Alt-tab into new things, scan the screen, understand what's going on. And the crazy thing is, so weirdly, just 2 days ago, we're doing like Christmas card things. And Heather was like, hey, well, whatever. Heather goes, I have a list of addresses, but she got it on a scan thing. So it was an image of a list of addresses.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was like 5 years ago, if somebody handed me a list, like a printed out piece of paper with addresses, that's a fucking day, man.
Yeah.
That's, oh God, how am I gonna do this? Am I gonna fucking type them all out, which is probably the fastest, slow ass way to do it?
Yes.
Am I gonna scan it? Am I gonna try to find an OCR that does not fucking work? Or God forbid there's like a scratch on one of the C's and now the whole thing blows up.
Yeah.
I literally scanned it, sent it to ChatGPT, and I said, hey,
You could
I
have
have a
taken a
list.
picture with your phone on ChatGPT's app and sent it in there.
I mean, I have a scanner, so I'm just like, when do I use my scanner? So I was like, let's use the scanner.
You faxed it to yourself?
I faxed it to myself. I put it in a pneumatic tube, and I sent it up.
You're so new school, but you're kind of old school. You're like, oh yeah, I scanned it line by line.
I mean, now that you say that, I'm like, why did I not just take a picture of it instead of, because by the way, here's the worst part. I first saved it as PDF, and ChatGPT was like, unknown error. And I was like, what's wrong? And they were like, we can do PDFs. And I was like, I feel like you can't. And they was like, no, we can't. And I kept, unknown error. And I was like, God damn it. So then I changed it to a JPEG, which, by the way, I had to go to some website, convert it to a JPEG.
You can do
all
that
of
in
this
Mac
shit.
OS, but right click on
I don't have Mac OS.
First of all, you should have, God, yeah, anyway.
But I'm just saying, all of this is to mean I did more work than just take a picture of ChatGPT. I mean, I'm already having conversations.
Why are you in Claude? Claude would just handle a PDF, no problem.
Oh, I texted Claude. I had a whole conversation with Claude.
Claude wouldn't handle your...
Claude said, I do not take PDFs.
Claude takes PDFs.
No, well, now it does. I just read this shit. But yesterday, 2 days ago,
No,
I
did.
went to Claude, and it was like, no, thank you. We don't do that.
No, it did. It does.
I'm just saying, I asked him or her or they themselves.
Did you
and
pay
they
for Claude?
did not.
You're probably buying the cheap Claude.
I don't have Claude.
Oh, see? You're using
But ChatGPT didn't need me to pay for it. I mean, I did end up paying for it because I tried it too many times and it said no.
How many
Anyway.
do you pay for? Just out of curiosity. What do you pay for on the AI side?
Literally before 2 days ago,
Yeah.
nothing.
What?
I had Midjourney for a while and I was like, oh, this is fun. I'm doing
Yeah.
like images. And then I was like, $30 a month and I'm not
God,
really doing this.
I use them all.
So I stopped. But I also, this is the thing, is like, I haven't yet discovered this like big need for me personally. Oh, I will say. So yada, 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 stuff. I had to get a new bio.
Bio what?
Bio. A biography of myself. A bio.
It sounds like you were getting a sex change or something.
What?
It's like, what the fuck are you talking
I
about?
needed to have my dick chopped off, and I didn't know who to talk
No,
to.
but I didn't know, like, who needs
bio.
who says I had to get a new
needed-
bio? You just be like,
People that need bios.
No, but
You
just said,
need the bio.
I'm updating I had to update my bio.
I had to update my bio.
Okay, thank you.
So I had to update my bio.
Okay.
And bios are so fucking annoying,
Okay.
right? Like, they're just one of those things, and the way that I update my bio is so archaic.
Where are you updating your bio?
Where am I updating my bio?
LinkedIn?
No, there was a friend of mine's doing a thing and I'm involved and he was like, I need a bio. And I was like, great, whatever. But usually when I update my bio, I go dig back into my computer for the last time I used a fucking bio, which was 5-10 years ago. And I pull it up and I just kind of like update it with like, what's new in Alex's town?
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
And it's all garbage. And I'm and the funny thing is like,
It's not even well
I'm
written
an eloquent
either.
guy.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
I
not
am
as good
a
as it could
horrible
be.
writer. Yeah. So I went, you know what? I had this experience. I went to a cocktail party event, and I met this guy who from tech. He's like 58, and he was like, when I was 50, my daughter told me, "Hey, Dad, I think you're dyslexic." And he was like, "What the fuck? I'm not dyslexic. I'm 50."
Yeah.
He then did a test and realized I actually am dyslexic.
That's me with ADHD. I didn't find out till like a year ago.
100%, dude.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I didn't know.
When I told everybody, they were like,
course.
we knew.
We all
I'm like,
knew.
why didn't you tell me?
Evan, we all knew.
Why didn't you tell me?
Why would I tell you that?
Because I needed to
Kevin,
know
I think
this.
you have ADHD. It was like,
Why didn't
no.
you? Friends tell the people that because now
they don't.
I feel so much better. I've got my Concerta, which is like a little tiny micro pill I take in the morning. I feel great. Get so much shit done.
Yes.
Yeah, but why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know. By the way, I might be dyslexic. I haven't checked.
Are you serious?
I haven't checked, but everything this guy said, I was like, oh, yeah. I don't enjoy reading. Reading to me is work. Like, I don't enjoy it.
I hate to tell you.
But I do read.
I want to tell you
consumed
now.
reading.
You're dyslexic.
Fuck off.
I'm serious.
I might be.
I think you are.
I know, probably. Anyway, long story short.
Okay.
He was like, I will tell you the 3 things that changed my life. One of them I forgot, but he was great. but the 2 that he said that I remember.
You might be ADHD.
I know. Jesus, I was like, what are you talking about? This is like, did you see this bird over here? Jesus Christ. Never seen a bird so beautiful. Anyway, 3 things. 3 things. One was ChatGPT. He was like, I have a hard time, and I totally related to this. He was like, I have a hard time getting what's in my brain onto a computer for whatever. And he said emails. He was like, what I do is I know what I want to say in an email.
Yes.
I just don't I'm not very good at writing the email.
Yes.
Because and I was like, dude, my brain is so much faster than my hands. And by the time I'm done with the sentence, I've thought of 5 more sentences and they're gone. They'll never come back.
Oh, 100%.
So, and I've even tried recording myself, but the moment I hit record, it's like fucking Schrodinger's cat or the fucking slit thing where like the moment I'm hitting record and I know subconsciously it's being recorded, I'm an idiot. I'm like, well, we could go Tuesday. God, what the fuck?
Oh, you can't say it?
I can't say it out loud. I can think about it. By the way, that's why the showers are the
By
best.
the way, one thing I found is if I record with ChatGPT and I just ramble, then it makes sense of all that shit.
I love it. I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. He said ChatGPT, he was like, when somebody emails me and I have to do a response, he was like, I put the email into ChatGPT,
Oh my God.
I go to ChatGPT and I say, here are the things that I want to say, and I just kind of do my thing of the thing. And then he says, it spits it out, I get it back, I edit it, send it, amazing. And I was like, that's fucking great.
Dude.
And he said, the third thing,
Can I expand on that for just
Yeah,
one
please.
second? So that one point I think is so important because like I'm in the same boat, like the ADHD brain, I know what I want to say, but like sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm either going to spend 30 minutes trying to craft this perfectly.
Yeah.
And so it's funny, so I'm doing this dinner tomorrow night. I told you about this, like this mindfulness, like
Yeah.
with my Zen teacher and all that stuff. And I wanted to say in the email, I was like, I want to say this isn't about pitching anything. This isn't about like, there's no agenda. And I'm like, how do I say this isn't about pitching or no agenda for a dinner? And dude, this is fucking what it wrote back. Listen to this.
Yeah.
It goes, we've deliberately created a space free from professional agendas, no fundraising, pitches, or formal presentations. Rather, this evening celebrates the profound impact each of you has made in your respective spheres of influence.
fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, I'm like a fucking.
You're like, I'm fucking a poet over here.
Stanford and shit.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But
So-
it was like, because these are all really amazing people that we're gathering, and I'm like, each of these people have had a big impact in the world.
Yes.
How do I celebrate that? But you just like type out like 3 things and it's like, and you're done.
And by the way, if you don't like how it's worded, refresh.
No, not even refresh. What I do is like, if it comes back and I'm like, I would never say it like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, little too stuffy, say it again. Like you can literally say shit like that, or a little less professional. And then they just like come back like a little lighter, you know?
So I had to update my bio, AKA have some sort of sex change operation.
Yes.
I literally went to ChatGPT. Here's what I've been doing. This is what here's how I started. Here's how weeks ago. And I basically said, okay, ChatGPT, you are a
Professional bio writer.
You are a PR person at a known internet entertainment startup that's known throughout the world. One of the executives needs a new bio for a newspaper article that's being written. Blah 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 blah. I gave it all the
Get a little juice.
I was like, get ready. I was like, put on a hat,
Get
put on
sassy,
a wig,
yeah.
get sassy. You've got your blouse is a little low, but it's okay. And what kind of girl are you doing? I don't know. I went left. Okay. Anyway, so long story short, I put all this stuff in. 10 seconds later, spits out the best bio I've ever had in my life.
Fuck yeah, it does.
And I literally just sat there, I read it, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, you're Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
And I called Heather. I go, hey, Heather, come in here. I go, come in here.
Come check it out my bio.
Read this. And she read it, and she goes like this. She's reading. She has no idea AI wrote it.
Yeah.
She's
like, is this good? I wrote it.
Yeah. Well, no. I was like, read this. And she reads it, and she goes, Jesus, that's fucking great. And I go, ChatGPT did that. She was like,
you never admit to that.
No, but it's my wife. She knows.
You could have been a plus 10 IQ at that point.
No, she knows.
But you can use it for fights and stuff. Like,
You're like, let me just. I'll be right back.
I
Kick
need
the door
this.
down. ChatGPT, help. My wife is she's mad. I think maybe I didn't do the dishes. I don't know. Did I do the dishes?
Listen, I'm stealing some shit.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm about to get to that, so that's my next story.
Okay, all right. Anyway, long story short, computer use, crazy. The thing that I'm going to say, the last little, and then we'll move, is...
We're not moving that far.
We're not moving that far, but is the idea that because of the coding, right? Because it's so good at coding, and because it only needs certain inputs from a human, that there's a world in which we're going to get to a point where there is no user interface for software.
Yes.
It is immediately created at the moment the AI needs information from a human. And then there's a word
right.
for it. I don't know what it's called. It's like immediate user interface or whatever.
Yeah.
But like that to me blows my mind that you can start a program by saying like, hey, I've got to pay my property tax. I can't really remember what it is. Here's my American Express info. Can you just do it? And then it will go, sure, I'm on my way, and it'll do some stuff, and it'll come back and literally a dialog box will open up that'll be like, hey,
task complete,
or we need this information from you, and you type it in and then hit submit.
You wouldn't
all that won't even be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
it's crazy, dude.
Exactly. So I had, not to say this is prescient or anything, but like I had a tweet in 2023 that I penned to the top of my profile because I think it's really relevant right now, where I said, I'm convinced the next decade is transitioning from software eating the world, which Mark Andreessen said, which was absolutely right for the last 15 years.
Yeah, for sure.
To AI eating the software. And what I meant by that is that AI is going to be so fundamentally baked in at the OS level, at the bare metal level, meaning like the hardware level, that it is going to understand everything that is going on inside of its environment. So what I mean by that is like, we used to think of apps as like needing to tack on AI. So like in Photoshop, you'd say, and to some extent this will be true, but in Photoshop you'd say, hey, it's so cool if my arm is a little bit crooked, I can highlight it now and I click the AI button and it'll straighten it out, right?
Yeah.
But like in the future, what's gonna happen is the AI at the OS level is going to understand how to use every application way better than you ever would.
Yeah.
So you will just explain to the OS what you want done.
Yeah. Here's a picture.
And it will
My arm looks weird. Could you move it 10 degrees to the left?
And then it's like, okay, I'm going to call the Photoshop API, whatever it may need to do said task, and then come back to you with the thing. So we're saying the same thing, right? Like it's going to be at that core
100%.
level.
Yeah.
So it's super exciting. It's a really exciting time for. I mean, I was just telling Mal before we got started. I was like, he's like, how you doing? And I was like, kind of sitting down in the corner, and I was like, dude, my brain has never been more kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Because you have to rethink everything from first principles. Like everything we've known to be true is now turned on its head.
Yeah.
Like every single core technology we think we know works a certain way can now be reimagined. And like, this is a once in a generation moment. I thought I had that in 95 when I saw the internet come online.
Yeah.
And like, no doubt that was one of those moments.
Yeah, we did.
But this is like, mobile was a thing, but this is a thing, dude. This is crazy.
2 in our lifetime, that's crazy.
It's crazy. So anyway, next one, I'm gonna tell you I got $400 refund using AI.
What?
Yeah, so here's the deal. I signed up for, so I had this supplement that I was taking. It was $400 every 3 months, which is freaking expensive.
Sure.
It was a mitochondrial enhancer, uthernal, like shit. It was anyway. It was like one of these things where I signed up for it and I turned on that, like accidentally clicked that auto renew.
Yep, I know.
And they
exactly
sent me 3 more packages of it, and I was like, fuck, like $400. I don't want to spend $400.
Yep.
And so I emailed their support. I'm like, hey, I just got this package. I haven't opened anything. Can I send it back? And they're like, all sales are final. We're sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, shit. And I'm like, okay, how am I gonna get that? And they're like, refer to our like sales page. And I like clicked on it. It's like, all sales are final. I'm like, okay. So you could ask AI, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't do that.
Okay.
So what I did.
You're like, screw you, AI.
No. Hear me out. So this is the new shit. So if there's ever a situation where you know there is a domain expert that is smarter than you in a particular topic, I'm gonna give you a crazy hack.
Okay.
So there is a fantastic book out there. I highly recommend everyone listen to the Audible book of or read it. It's called Crucial Conversations.
Okay.
And what it is over 1 million copies sold. It's like how to have these very sensitive conversations that can get you what you want, but include the person in a way that makes them feel like it was almost like their decision in a way.
Love it. I love that.
And so it's almost like, do you know Chris Voss? He was like the FBI head negotiator for like terrorist shit. He wrote a couple great books, like Never Split the Difference. He wrote that book. Fantastic. So what you can do is you can go in and you can create your own custom GPT, okay? So you go into custom GPTs.
Yep.
And then if you Google, I'm not saying do this only if you own the book. If you Google Crucial Conversations PDF, and please, people, like only if you own the book, or any other book you want, and you get the PDF, you drop it in there, it learns it. Now, it's not quoting from it, but it's learning the techniques.
Whoa.
So, I copy and paste the whole thread in there of the chat conversation I had about my $400 supplement not being returned.
Yeah.
I said, hey, Crucial Conversations, how would you respond to this email?
Oh my God,
And dude, it
you're blowing my
wrote me
fucking mind.
like a 3-paragraph thing that was like, first, you must make it a safe space for them to understand blah. Then you must not push back too much and say that you are sorry for these reasons. And then you must do this. And dude, it wrote back this thing that was like, hey, like, I understand this is like a horrible, it's against your policy, and I totally get that. But there was an accident that was made here, and I accidentally clicked this thing, and if you would just make this one-time exception, but it did way more better than this, right?
Literally the reason, you just showed them the reason why you had ChatGPT.
Exactly.
Because they'd be like, fuck off.
Exactly. But it gave me a beautiful response. I sent it in fucking $400 back.
Are you serious?
No, dude, it worked perfectly. So Crucial Conversations, and then you save it as your GPT.
Okay, so this is the thing that
I had a buddy who tried to get a raise, and he used the same shit, and it worked. Dude, no, you posted it and you're like, I've been overlooked for a raise. This is my issue. I believe I deserve this. I had these key milestones that I hit. Go. And then it's like, address this, phrase it like this, and he pasted to his boss and got a fucking raise.
Fuck.
Dude, it's amazing.
So this is interesting because one of the things that I've known is that you can make your own sort of customized LLMs. You know what I mean? I have absolutely no idea where to start in that context.
ChatGPT, and you click custom.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Like, that's
Exactly.
crazy. And you can just give it information, like stuff, like
You just give it, so Notebook LM is like that too, right?
Yeah.
And so you can just drop in a bunch of stuff, ask questions of it. But yeah, I just create custom books. So I dropped in all of Warren Buffett's like favorite books that I all bought. And so I put all the PDFs in there, and then I can ask it, I can be like, hey, bonds are up right now, but tensions are high because of an election cycle, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do here? And it's like, based on what you said, and then it pulls from like 10 different books. It gives me guidance.
So great.
And it's like, it's really freaking cool, dude.
That's so cool. I'm going to start doing
The super dense version. I did a similar thing, custom GPT. I put in my journal entries that I dictate.
your journal entries.
And I have like 5 authors, and I say, what would each of these authors have to say about what I've said today?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And they all have different takes, and some of them
that's amazing.
challenge my worldview.
That's really
fucking
cool.
Crazy.
So what Mal said is really important because like you can go out and say, hey, Martha Beck has a great new book out. I want to upload the PDF, and like this is my journal entry of like something that's personal to me. How can I apply it against their framework and get responses back? Oh, it's so cool, dude. It's so cool. But so many people don't know about this. It's like,
Dude, how would you know? I didn't know. And I'm knowledgeable-ish in the space. You know what I mean?
I posted a blog post about it on kevinrose.com.
I mean, maybe I should suck up.
All right, let's move on from AI because we've done a lot of.
All right. I mean, it's a little AI, but not really. Tesla has been testing RoboTaxi service in the Bay Area for most of the year. So first off, it's been a while since we've been here. Secondly, I think my laptop is about to run out of batteries. I got 18%.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, I don't know how laptops work. Anyway.
I have a charger, a portable charger upstairs, Mal, next to my.
Oh, I love it. It's
Oh, look at
USB-C. Look at you.
Well, we're fine though. You get 18%.
Yeah.
Okay, keep
I know.
going.
I'm just like, if it shuts off, I'm going to be like, I don't know anything about anything.
Yeah. I have a power bank upstairs that's portable charger. That's literally sitting upstairs. But
Anyway, so.
Shout out to Anchor. Anchor makes good shit.
Yeah, Anchor does make good shit.
Makes really good shit.
This is good. This is
should
a perfect
sponsor
time for me
they
to
should
plug
sponsor our
in.
podcast.
Thank you. Fuck
I would
yeah,
love
dude.
Anchor. Anchor, you make great little power bricks.
Thank you, Mal.
And I love their little
Just take
portable
a little
power
splash
brick.
of this
I need
Italian.
a little splash too. A
little splash. Oh, do you want a little?
No, I got some here. I don't want to mix. Okay, let's keep going.
All right, so.
We're gonna cut that.
Yeah. And we're going to cut that. Okay, here we go. So first off, 2 weeks ago now, maybe 3 weeks ago now.
It's been a beat. Tesla.
Tesla announced they had their big, I think it was like October 5th or something like that, October 8th, 10th, whatever. Don't know why me knowing that date means anything,
Doesn't
but
matter. Yeah,
they announced their RoboTaxi. Now last month, we talked about Waymo.
Waymo, yeah.
Because I had been using Waymo, and I was like, oh my
it's
God,
great.
this is fucking crazy. I can't believe it. And they were like, oh yeah, well, I can't wait to see what Tesla announces. So they announced their RoboTaxi, which some people are sort of hating on the design. I actually liked the design.
Yeah, show me the design again.
I thought that
I
looked
thought it
really
looked pretty
cool.
dope.
It's like a mini Cybertruck, but less sort of Cybertrucky, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tesla RoboTaxi.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I mean, it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I would actually want to own one of those in a weird way.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think it's super slick.
Yeah.
I think it looks better than the Cybertruck because
Yeah.
it looks more like a reasonable car.
You even like compare them, like a
Because it's very Cybertrucky.
No, it's not.
It is, because if you think about it, like the angle is the same, the trunk is basically the same,
I see what
the
you're
bar on the back is the same. Like
It's a cyber car.
It's a cyber car. But the thing that's interesting is it's not as angular. And
Yeah.
it's not got the sharp edges,
Yeah.
and it's also not the stainless steel or whatever it is.
Okay.
So it is a car. It's just taking from the design elements of the Cybertruck,
Does it seat 4?
which I appreciate. That's one of the biggest problems that people are talking about. It's a 2-seater.
That's so weird. Maybe
But the craziest part about it is it has no pedals or steering wheel.
Right.
Right. It's the first car that's ever been manufactured.
But the Waymo one, it's not like you can get in the seat and drive.
You can't, but they also don't manufacture a car.
Right.
That is a Jaguar I-Pace.
Right. It's
You know what I
fine.
mean? But it's great. But like the fact that they are basically like, you're going to be able to buy this car that has literally no steering wheel.
Oh, and rent it out.
Well, you're going to be able to rent it out, but also you could just have it drive you places.
Have you ever driven in full self-driving mode on a Tesla? It's scary as shit.
It is scary as shit. Waymo's way better.
Way safer.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem. There was I mean, we might have talked about this on the show before, but one of my issues was I've had 3 Teslas and I've loved them all. And
Have you?
I've loved them all. Literally loved
had
them
the
all.
X?
No.
The doors get all fucked up all the time.
I know. Well, which is again why they were like, why don't you just make regular doors? Because these are like gull wing doors. They
I kind of like the Gold Wings. Gold Wings are way cooler.
Yeah, gull wings are. I mean, it looks
Mal,
cool.
could you grab some more champers by chance?
Where's-
It's probably upstairs. Sorry, dude. I like champagne.
Dude,
I didn't get all fancy. I just like I don't want this expensive shit.
I'm not saying
Champagne doesn't give you
is bad.
hangover, it's good.
I'm a red wine guy. You're a champagne guy.
I
We're
know,
older
we've
now.
changed.
We
We've
have.
changed, yeah.
And it's better for you, I think.
I think so.
I don't know why.
No, my liver enzymes are still.
Isn't it weird that like once Mal leaves, I'm like, oh, are we still doing a show? I guess.
We can say
Okay.
they're about fucking Mal. Sorry.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We'll cut it.
Cut it out. Yeah. I love that. Fuck you, Mal. Okay, cut that out. Cut that out, Mal. So fucking
We'll
great.
see it later.
Okay. All right, here we
It's
go.
like the parents left the room.
It literally feels like that.
We can do what
How-
we want right now.
How is that? Mal's not even. Oh my God. Anyway, so long story long.
Yeah.
Tesla came out with their RoboTaxi service, or well, their RoboTaxis.
Yeah.
I love the style of the RoboTaxis.
I do too.
I'm super excited about autonomous driving.
Two's fine.
Waymo.
Get 2 if you need to.
I don't know. I
Before.
feel like they really missed the mark because like 3 to 4 people is when you. I mean, it's great for
Dude,
me.
they
It's
did the
like-
math.
I mean, I
Clearly.
guess they did.
Most rides are with 2 people, 1 or 2 people, right?
Maybe that's what they did. Was they
did
went,
the
wait a minute? Why do we care? If,
Right.
because it's not 3. And if you think about it, like
Cheaper,
me and my
cheaper
wife,
make.
cheaper make for sure, and has enough.
Easier to clean.
Oh yeah. I forgot about the cleaning stuff. Oh, they did show like wireless charging. So the car pulls over to charging
Oh,
stations.
I thought you meant like you could plug your phone in. I'm like,
I mean, that's very been solved. Yeah, that's been solved by G or whatever it is.
Oh, that's cool. So you
It's
can
wireless charging. It
No
will
way.
go and charge itself. And rather than having a human have to put the thing in, or like they did that thing, remember back in the day where they had that like robo arm they were testing?
You have to like swap out the batteries.
Well, no,
They
that
did
I
that
love that
too.
idea. But the robot arm, it was like, "Brrr," and it would like look and it was like beep, 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 beep. Try to plug it in.
Oh, yeah,
Instead,
yeah.
they were like, fuck that. So there's no charging port on this car. Wow. Literally no
That I
charging
didn't
port.
know. I didn't pay close enough attention. I saw the bus and shit.
Yeah, the robot van.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Look at this. Hello, sir.
And like
Welcome.
$20 champers.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Be a
but-
card is great.
Yeah, so,
All right.
dude.
Cheers.
So
Happy
fun.
Diggnation number 5.
Yeah. Anyway,
Right.
so the thing that people came away from it going, okay, well, first off, they shot it on like the Sony backlot, or one of the backlots. I think it was Sony, but and essentially it was like only Tesla cars driving, but they had some other Model 3s and Model Ys on full self-driving, and I totally agree with you. So back to my quick little thing about having 3 Teslas, my Model S and maybe my Model 3, they all had the LiDARs. they took all those sensors off because they were like, we can do this with AI and just the cameras.
I know.
And I went, oh, you need, like, why would you
Throw
take it
one
away?
little LiDAR on there.
But then when I saw the Waymo thing, I was like, dude, that thing looks like fucking ET. That's got more sensors than I needed to have, which is good. I wanted to have more sensors.
But also, it just feels like when, and don't get me wrong, I know the technology is improving every month. And
100%.
But like when you ride in a Waymo, I can't describe it. It's less jerky because it has more confidence.
Oh,
and
dude,
so, like when it
does
takes
stuff where I'm like,
corners,
yeah, bro.
Yeah, like I
when
would
it pulls out around the cars.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I know I'm an inch and a half from that car, and I was like, but you're a fucking inch and a half. I would never turn. I would always back up if I was an inch and a half, but it knows.
But I like that because like with the Tesla, it's like, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna hit something. But well, they'll get there anyway. Tesla's stock went crazy today.
So here's the thing. Essentially, as far as the stock goes, what happened was when this was announced on the 10th, I think it was the 10th. I hope it was the 10th because otherwise I'm wrong. But I'm also wrong all the time. Anyway, when this was announced, it kind of didn't make the impact that I think Tesla wanted on Wall Street. For whatever that means. It doesn't really mean anything. It just means stock value, whatever. And it's all made up anyway. But the stock went down like 10%, like dipped. And then this week, aka last week, because I think it's coming out Monday or Tuesday or whatever, Tesla announced its Q3 earnings, and they were like 17.
I have the data on that, by the way, if you want to know.
Yeah, what is that?
So Tesla shares soared 22%.
Today.
Their biggest one-day gain since May of 2013.
Whoa.
So vehicle sales, in the most recent quarter, vehicle sales exceeded 20 billion, which is interesting because everybody thought, like, there was this idea that full electric was kind of going away to more hybrid because people wanted range.
No, but I honestly think that was just the gas company buying publicity. I don't think that was actually ever true.
Yeah, it depends on the use case, but yeah, I agree.
I mean, I'm the perfect example of somebody that when I bought my S, and I know I've said this before, when I bought my S, I was like, I don't want a fucking electric car because I don't give a shit. I want a car that's great, and my number one thing was I hate car technology. Car technology is always a decade plus behind fucking technology.
Oh, it's the worst.
My phone, my watch, all of this is way sexier than my fucking BMW, than my fucking Range Rover, like than any of the cars, than my fucking whatever. You know what I mean? And my friend was like, you should get a Tesla. And I was like, I don't want an electric car. And he was like, well, don't think about the electric part, think about the tech part. And then I drove my first S and I was like,
the software updates are amazing.
So great. So great.
Yeah, my wife has had her Model 3 for like 3 years now or something like that. And it's still a freaking great car because it keeps updating itself with new shit.
I love it. I am a Tesla fan.
What did you think of the bus though?
The RoboVan?
Yeah, the RoboVan.
I mean, there's a part of me that goes, when I need it, that's going to be fucking awesome.
I mean, like a Napa Valley RoboVan bus would be amazing.
Bro! A RoboVan bus in Napa Valley? Because I will tell you, all of the places, Napa, Sonoma.
It was like, get hammered and get in.
Dude, like, I would love it. It wouldn't be trying to sell me like, oh, my buddy said you could go to this vineyard for $20 less. It'd be great. And it's like, dude, just fucking drive us to the place we have scheduled.
Yeah, it's amazing. But
yeah.
So
anyway, so I guess the big thing that people came out of it were going, are they going to get licensed to do autonomous driving?
Yeah.
Because that's a big hurdle.
I don't know about autonomous, but maybe autonomous.
I mean, autonomous is where you got
it's
mostly
like
trucks.
Tron. It's like one more rails and like it's autonomous.
Yeah. But
new Tron's gonna be great, by the way.
The new Tron. I mean, all the Trons.
Have you seen the trailer?
There's a new trailer?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I just wondered if it had came out yet.
Oh my God. Okay, we're getting towards the end. Right. Anyway, long story short, they've been testing autonomous driving in the Bay Area for the last year or most of the last year, which leads me to believe that they're closer to being able to actually do this than they think.
And Elon did say, like, the new vehicles are going to have this major GPU upgrade, which is like more computational power to figure out shit in real time. I listen, like, they don't have dumb engineers working on this shit. Like,
dude, and
they'll figure it out.
As with anything in AI, as we've talked about all these crazy advances, like shit's only gonna get better. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So anyway.
So next story, the new Oura 4 ring is out.
Oh.
Here it is.
Ooh. I've actually never worn an Oura ring.
I have big fingers. So that is the new ring. You'll notice that there's no kind of like sensors on the inside. Like they used to have these little divots inside that that kind of made you. It felt funky to put it on.
Yeah.
So I will say that the Oura ring is. This is how you know I like want to speak the truth. I put a tiny little check into Oura a long time ago in terms of investment, but I didn't wear my Oura ring for the last like year.
Yeah.
I just thought the software was just kind of meh. I knew the sleep data was good, but like I didn't want to like have too many wearables on.
I don't like anything when I sleep.
But like the new app is kind of dope.
Oh, that's cool.
My readiness is 64. I didn't sleep that much last night.
Your readiness is 64? What's readiness? Like for an attack?
My
You're
resting
like
heart rate.
position?
Yeah, exactly. My resting heart rate went a little bit up last night. I didn't sleep because I'm jet lagged still. But anyway, it shows you like your heart rate variability, how well you slept, how many hours. I slept 6 hours and 31 minutes.
That's not bad.
I mean, it is because of my freaking latency was 59 minutes.
What is the latency? That's
It's
how
like
long
how
it takes.
quickly it takes you to, how long it takes you to fall asleep.
What was your latency?
59 minutes. But I was like on my phone and shit. I was like doing shit.
Dude, that's the worst. Get your phone out of your bed. Get your
AI shit right now.
I know, but get your phone out of your bed.
I agree.
I tried to do that with Heather.
Wait, are you wearing my ring?
I am.
Your heart rate's 103 right now.
Yeah, I'm partying, baby.
Take that off.
What? Am I gonna blow your
mess up my
resting
stats.
heart rate curve?
So,
Are you wearing my ring? Get that off of there.
but anyway, it's
What's your heart? What's your heart rate now?
I'll tell you in a second. The form factor is way better. Like it's gotten better. It's kind of shiny metallic now. You know, what do you think the future of wearables is? Like honestly, like is it Apple Watch? Is it like, do you care? Do you want less shit on you?
I mean, so here's the thing. I think for me, are you checking to see how your resting curve was, you fucker?
Well, just check it.
We're totally fine. Everything's fine. I'm resting. You're resting.
Go ahead.
We're just doing a show.
Okay, go ahead.
Everything's cool. Look, I don't like to have. See, 103, just like me.
No, it's measuring right now.
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
I bet you my heart rate's 94 right now.
But you're so excited.
Well, I'm not excited. I bet. Oh shit.
Oh!
Now you're clapping. It's going up.
Amazing. By the way, it was 132.
No, it's not. Look at it right now.
Oh yeah, you're chilling zen.
What is it now?
You're zen. 106.
Hold on.
Mine was still
Hold on.
Mine was
Let me
103.
do some Zen practices. Hold
I
on.
wasn't doing zen practices. I was fucking
Hold on.
chasing the ring.
Let's watch.
All right, here we go. Here's zen. Hold on. He's gonna meditate. 124.
Don't.
It's still 124.
Shut up.
It says right now, 124.
Meditating.
You keep meditating. It's still 124.
Give me a second.
Do you want to hit measure HR?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Meditate, but don't think about the fact that your heart rate was way higher than mine, because that's bad.
That's fine.
Because you had said that mine was bad. But we're drinking and we're on a show.
What is it now?
It's to hold still. It says hold still. Just use your meditation powers. Use your Jedi powers.
What is it?
It's still measuring. Hold still. Don't look at it. It says hold still. It's because you're not holding still.
I'm holding fucking still.
It just said.
It's a fucking firmware update.
It does not need a firmware update. It was 124.
Okay, it was.
Just don't look at it. Let's do something else, and then we'll look back.
All right. Anyway,
You're basically dead.
I will say that the new sleep
Wearables.
wearables. What are you thinking?
Did we talk about whether we sleep naked or not?
Yes,
Yeah.
you said you do.
I do, because it's very comfortable.
So you won't wear anything? You wear your wedding ring when you sleep naked?
I literally haven't worn my wedding ring in like 5 years.
Upside down pineapple?
No, just because I got fat. I was like, it doesn't fit, and I'm mad. And then my wife was like, "You could just expand it," and I was like, "Then I lost.
Then you lost life.
I lost life. I have to fucking expand it."
Totally.
So to be fair, I've lost weight.
I can't take mine off, so for what it's worth, like we're both in the same.
Amazing.
I know. Fucking, I don't know what happened. I think your fingers get bigger when your body gets slimmer.
I think that's true. There's an inverse proportion to your finger thickness and your body thickness.
All right, so what's your future wearable?
thing.
124, bitch.
124, bitch. That was
down.
103. That is not
You were
down.
not
That was
103.
exactly what you were. I was 103 and you were concerned.
Well, I'm still concerned.
Oh my God, this is great. I love this.
So keep going. Future wearables. Do you care to measure your like innards? Like, do you want to like know like everything?
So
that's going
here's
on
the
in your
thing.
body?
I think information is power when it comes to health. Also, I don't want to fucking know because I don't do anything about it.
You had, when we were in Diggnation, I'll never forget the day.
Oh,
we were shooting Dignations and like, I don't know, we went out for some like fucking pizza or something and you're like, I can't. And I'm like, why? And you're like, I have high cholesterol.
Yes.
Like, what happened to that?
Well, monitoring. So it's funny that you bring that up.
How's your ApoB? Have you checked that?
I don't know what that is.
Jesus, I need to help you, brother.
But I will say, I just did my checkup that I hadn't done in a long time.
Yeah.
And my doctor was like, everything's great. He was like, we did chest x-ray. He was like, you're fucking great. I
Did they look at your ApoB?
I don't know what that is, but
You have your blood work on your computer?
I don't. He has it.
I gotta
Anyway,
help you.
we'll talk about the ApoB. But he said, my EKG was that of a young 20-year-old athlete.
I don't care about that. How's your LP little A?
Hold on.
Little A?
Let me just tell you, I don't know what an LLA is. But he also said all your labs are great.
I know,
like
most doctors don't check for the most important thing.
Okay,
people.
okay. But hold on.
Let me just do a public service announcement.
Okay, go.
I'm being dead serious now. This is the most important thing. 99.9% of doctors are out of tune and out of whack. They don't understand the latest science. The most important thing, and you can do this on your own, you can go and request your own blood work. There's several places that will sell tests that do this, is ApoB for heart disease.
ApoB.
It is the number one predictor of heart disease that people do not test for. And like people will go, oh, what's your cholesterol? What's your LDL? What's your HDL? What's your triglycerides? Blah, blah, blah. What's your particle size and count and all that? Like those are like, consider those to be like nice little things to tack on. If your ApoB, you can type in Peter Attia ApoB and you'll get a whole podcast on it. If your ApoB is high, and especially if your LP little a is high, like LP little a is when, well, I'll tell you what LP little a is.
Okay. LP little a.
Yes.
Okay.
So imagine when you hear about, you're like an athlete in the NFL or a sprinter that drops dead from a heart attack.
Yep.
And you're like, how the fuck could that happen?
Yeah.
Right? Like
that guy's got zero body fat.
Like zero body fat, peak of their career, blah, blah. There is this one thing, this LP little a, where if it's elevated, you will still get heart disease regardless of how fucking fit you are. And if you know that, you can do things, interventions to help on that side. But you have to get it tested.
LP little a.
Yeah, but the most important thing for most people, because most people won't have elevated that, is ApoB. If you can get ApoB tested.
A what?
ApoB. So like if you do an ApoB test and then type that in, you can basically
measure the amounts of ApoB in your blood.
LabCorp will do it, but you can go to you know who does this is oh shit, what's the name of it? Life Extension will sell you like it's like $30 or whatever, and you go down to a Quest or whatever one of those things is. They'll draw your blood, and then they just sell you a thing that will test for that.
So I just did it through One Medical. I'll back you up. My doctor was like, "You're super fit. Good job." I was like, "Did you test my ApoB?" No, I guess we should do that. Came back. You saw it. Super high.
Yeah. What were you?
130.
Yeah, 130. So Attia wants.
What's the range?
Attia wants it like under 60, under 50.
Under 90.
Under 90, but he wants me because it runs my family to be like 60 or so. Yeah.
But my doctor was like, "Yeah, I guess that's bad. You should get that down."
Yeah.
So after the initial, like, "You're great, good job," I was like, "Well, did you?" I had read Peter Attia's book.
Fucking hell,
read
dude.
Peter Attia's book, the one you were
I thought I was just done for like a year and a half. I was gonna just drink and eat whatever I want and fucking party.
I love you and I want you to live for a long time.
I agree with that statement. Thank you, sir.
I love myself. Twice nightly.
Yes, I love you too, and I'm glad that you're already doing all this shit. Yeah.
But like
Twice.
what I'm saying. Listen,
Kevin. Oh God. I'm gonna get my ApoB, my LPA, my little a, my fucking.
Just read Attia's book, everybody. Like seriously, it's the bleeding edge science on this shit. Like get the audiobook, it'll be fine.
Dude, I'm gonna go test that.
Okay.
And maybe I'll come back and say. But then I'm like,
on Repatha. I get a shot once every 2 weeks, and it knocks down my ApoB down to perfect levels. My dad died of heart disease. My grandpa died of heart disease. Like it runs in my family. I had to take that shit seriously. But anyway, next story.
I think it's you.
Oh, it is
did
me.
the taxis. Oh,
All
no,
right.
no. It was me because you did the Oura ring.
Yeah.
Oh, so wearables. So here's the thing. I have a weird relationship with wearables. So I work out 3 days a week. I have my Apple Watch every single time, I think we might have even talked about this, every single time I go to my workout and it's time, I start my workout on my Apple Watch, on my fitness app, and I do it. It's tracked, got the data. I don't ever look at that data.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to look for in that.
I look for my cardio fitness level. I think the Apple Watch does a good job at that. I look for my resting heart rate. I look for my resting heart rate overnight. I look for my HRV.
All right, so I'm going to tell you something.
Put it in GPT and say what.
Yeah, put in GPT. What would Peter G say? Upload his book.
Fuck yeah, I'm going to totally upload his book. I'm going to buy his book. Wait, I have his book.
Yeah, you have it. So
I'm
you
gonna
upload it.
I'm gonna get a PDF of his book.
Just scan it in with your
scanner. I'm gonna slowly. This is me fucking sitting there for
500 pages.
days, just fucking.
Use your camera.
Yeah. By the way, I love that use your camera is better than me sitting in my fucking scanner, like I'm just doing Xerox copies of my fucking book in fucking college.
All right.
Anyway, but I will say, I went through this period like a couple years ago where I was sitting, and I don't want my parents to freak out because it doesn't happen
Do they
anymore.
watch this?
Of course they watch this. They're fucking my parents. That's what they do. Hi. I don't know if they've caught
so
up.
great, by the way.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
No, they really are.
Yeah, they're cool.
I miss seeing them. I'd love to see them again.
You will see them when we do live shows because they will come.
That's awesome. I miss. Your dad has such a great history, man. He did so many amazing things.
So cool shit. Yeah. He's like Mr. Space.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I had this thing where years and years ago, wearing my Apple Watch, watching TV, literally sitting, watching TV, having some drinks.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't drink that much, Mom and Dad.
Thank you.
He wasn't already hammered when he got here.
Thank you. I was not. I appreciate
You're like, truly, I was not.
I was not.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, my Apple Watch did something that I had never had it do before.
Ooh.
It tapped my wrist like 3 times.
Oh
fast,
shit!
Like,
His irregular heart rate.
No, it said elevated resting heart rate.
Oh,
and I looked and it said your resting heart rate is over 120 BPM. And I went, huh, that's weird. My watch did that to me maybe once a month. Maybe.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't
Did you
know.
talk to your doctor?
No. That's fine. He
Jesus.
doesn't have any information I need. Anyway, but it did that for like probably a couple years. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And it was concerning, but it wasn't like, I mean, it's like, whatever. Anyway, long story short, that has stopped.
Oh, good.
That has stopped.
Yeah.
But
You
it was
watching porn?
No, I was just watching TV.
Like what kind of shows?
Not anything that should raise my heart rate.
Okay.
It wasn't like I was watching like just the sexy parts of Game of Thrones. It was like just fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was one of those things that I was like, well, that's not
Yeah.
good. That's not great.
Yeah, my mom hit me up. This is like a few years ago, and she got that weird thing that's like you have a arrhythmia.
Oh shit.
And it detected it, but then she went to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, you're too old. We don't care. You're just kind of fucked up."
That's super fucked up.
But they were also just like, "Hey, listen, if it happens more than X number of times, this is not. It's not continuing. Like it went away really quickly." So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love that it's doing shit like that.
That is the thing that so back to wearables, that's the thing that I feel like I want to know.
If you're gonna die.
Yeah, like I want to know if there's something that happens that it's like, hey.
Did you hear about the new Google Watch? What it does?
No.
I'm not joking. The new Pixel Watch, if you're wearing it and it detects that you're like, it sees like a and then your heart stops, it fucking calls 911.
I love all that shit.
So if you have a heart attack, it goes to 911 and
Well, it's the same thing with like the Apple Watch does that with car accidents.
Yeah, but it doesn't do it if your heart stops.
Why not?
I don't know.
It can.
They have the patent.
Hey Siri, fucking do shit when you. Google has a patent?
I don't know. They wouldn't. I can't imagine they would protect that patent.
Well, all of a sudden, next episode, I'm gonna have fucking 7 watches on my wrist,
all decked out,
just protecting. But I think once it becomes not a wearable, once it becomes like a patch behind your ear, once it becomes, you know what I mean, like a thing that you have that's like subcutaneous, they do like swap out every year.
I'd much rather just have a watch. It's way.
I don't want to wear a watch at night. I'd be like, fuck.
Oh, I see what you're
wrist.
saying. At night, yeah.
Yeah, sleeping, I'll be like, man, fucking.
All right, next story. Wearables.
Okay,
Oh,
now
can
we're
I ask
gonna
about wearables? One last thing.
Yeah.
No, maybe we should cut this.
Well, you don't want to talk about wearables?
No, I just want to ask like a more intimate question about wearables.
Oh, I don't have one on my dick. I don't have a wearable or a cock ring.
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you ever tried one of those?
A cock ring?
Yeah.
No.
Never?
What? How? First off, I'm always concerned when I see them that I would get the wrong size and it would be on me forever.
Can we bleep it so that like it doesn't sound quite as bad when we talk about this?
Talk to it.
Okay, so if you put it around,
First off, how do you
first of all,
decide
we're
what
just
size?
talking about sexual health here. This is
love
not
sexual health.
But I'm just saying this is not like crude. We're talking about like people that might need this. So if you put
Need? I thought it was like a...
No, I mean,
Is this you talking about a need or just a pleasure? Like people taking Viagra for fun?
I don't know what to do with it, but I do know that like I've tried.
I love this. Okay,
I've
first
heard
off,
a friend have tried one on.
a friend...
Listen, they cut off the circulation, and they keep it plumper.
But isn't that bad? Don't you want the blood to flow in?
No, but it locks the blood in.
It slows it from coming back out.
Yeah. So imagine like the best version of yourself, like a.
Grab it. But how do you decide what to get?
Like color-wise, or like.
Yeah, like what style do you want? No.
Sparkly?
Like how do you know? How do you go? Do you get like a tape measure and like?
No, I think you just go there and you kind of look and you're like, this is me.
Jesus, that's too flagrant for me.
How do you not
'cause
know?
If it, no, I know, but like if I went to a shop and I was like, I think that feels about right,
think
and then I
you
put it
want-
on and it was too small.
No, I think you
I'd
want
be
like-
like, now I can't get this fucking
I mean,
thing off.
this is probably something you ask the cashier, but like I would imagine.
First off, the cashier. Hey, I think I'm this. Could you tell
No,
me?
but you asked, do you want it? I think you want it like, you asked ChatGPT. I think you want it 20% smaller than like what your normal maximum output is. Because you
20%
You want a little choke. No, but it's like, it's more like to lock it in.
I mean, I get that. I understand what you're saying.
So what I'm talking about here for the gentlemen that are listening.
And the ladies that might want their gentleman to be like,
But it's more like we're talking about health stuff here. I don't want to take it too grotesque. There is a thing that you can put around that's more like a rubber band around the base of the unit that locks in the pressure of the girthiness. And
I would say if there was something that I could know that in the case of emergency, because I think about like the fucking fingers, that like somebody has like a ring and they twist their finger and all of a sudden the finger starts swelling and now they have to go to the emergency room because they can't get the fucking thing off. That to me is that is like
That's never
the
gonna
main.
happen, though.
Dude, that's the thing I'm like the most.
Yeah,
like,
but dude, if
fucking
you just like
looking at.
lose interest, you're gonna be like, You see what I'm saying? Like it's not like
I mean,
you
I
get
do, but
locked
isn't
in.
the whole point that it can't go back out?
Yeah, but I think you kind of have to have interest to like make sure the blood's go. Yeah, you're not gonna get locked in.
Everybody's giving me the look.
Yeah. Try it tonight.
I get you now.
All right.
I don't have one. I'm just gonna
Baseball.
grab a ring, I guess.
Let's move on to our
See
baseball
what happens.
story.
Baseball. Speaking of manliness, I don't know why that was there. So Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 ball fetches $4.39 million at auction.
That's insane.
Dude, so we live in LA. Mm-hmm. I've been a Dodgers fan ever since I moved to LA because it's like the local team.
Yeah.
Fucking Dodgers. And I was excited. 2020, we won the World Series.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, fucking yeah. I think we won the World Series in 2020. Did we?
ChatGPT.
We went. Hold on. World Series. I don't want to be the guy that says
Don't
like.
worry about it. Well,
I feel weird if I was like, we won in the World Series, blah, 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 blah.
You can Google.
LA wins. Yeah, great.
Okay.
Because I remember when it was here in 2020, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
but why is it his 50th home run ball?
No, so here's the thing. I have not watched full baseball games since Shohei Ohtani came to the Dodgers. And I remember so Shohei Ohtani was in at the Angels, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, which is the lamest thing ever. They're in Anaheim, it's not Los Angeles. Anyway, but Shohei Ohtani was at the Angels pitching. He then gets brought over to the Dodgers for $700 million.
Insane.
10-year deal, $700 million. And I was like, who the fuck is Shohei Ohtani? Everybody in LA, who the fuck is Shohei Ohtani? Blah, 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 blah. Come to find out, he's a pitcher, but he's also really good hitter, which is rare for a pitcher.
Dude, it's not even rare. It's like the rarest thing for a freaking pitcher. Yeah.
Even crazier, this year, they were like, we have too many pitchers. You know what Shohei Ohtani is? the pitcher that we bought from the Angels is this year, what he's doing?
What?
He's the designated hitter.
Oh shit, he's that good.
He's not pitching. He's not going to pitch until next season. And here's the thing. He starts fucking wailing on the ball. Not only that, he starts stealing bases. Prior to Shohei Ohtani, the record for a matched number of stolen bases and home runs in a single season
50-50.
was 43.
Oh shit. Okay, so he's got
At 43, they were like, nobody will ever get more than 43.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, Shohei Ohtani, 43, passes it, 44, right? 44
People must have
stolen
been
bases,
going
45.
crazy.
So then
Well, the regular season's now ended. So
regular season's over. But through the regular season, he got to 54 home runs, 59 stolen bases.
Why does it say 50-50 ball then?
Because that is the moment where he became a person that had 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases.
But then how much did the highest one sell for?
It didn't really matter because like the 50-50 was like, there's no fucking way he's getting to 50-50.
Yeah, but he got higher.
I know. And I'm sure the 54-59 ball
It's
was
probably worth a lot too, right?
probably worth a lot too.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was everybody was like, oh my God, I can't believe he got over 43. And then he started climbing. And people were like, there's a world in which he gets 50-50. And 50-50 was like, mathematically, people were like, that shit's not going to ever happen in the history of baseball. So the fact that he actually got to 50-50 was like crazy. And again,
who bought it?
As a designated fucking hitter.
It's insane. It's insane.
And by the way, next season, he's going to be pitching for the Dodgers.
So is he starting? Well, why don't they just put him in the lineup if he's that good?
He is. He's the designated hitter. He's the leadoff hitter for the entire...
Oh, sorry, the leadoff hitter. Okay.
Yeah, so he's been playing, but he literally just hits, runs the bases,
Right.
and goes into the fucking dugout.
Isn't
that crazy?
Do you know the creator of Spawn?
Yeah, not Seth MacFarlane.
Todd.
Todd McFarlane, yeah.
He paid $3 million in '99 for Mark McGwire's 70th home run ball.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
So-
do you remember that fucking
Dude, the juicing shit?
McGuire and fucking...
Bash Brothers?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
But it's nuts. So anyway, so the other thing is he's Japanese. He was like
That means yes.
the big Japanese star in the Japanese Baseball League.
Mm-hmm.
Won the Japanese championship. I love that they call it the World Championship. It's like no other country is involved, but whatever in the U.S. But he won the championship in Japan, and they were like, this guy. By the way, he's fucking 6'4".
30
He's
years
a
old.
massive fucking dude and
Yeah.
the nicest guy.
That's amazing.
And he was like, I'm coming to the US. I'm going to the MLB. He sent a request to like 30 plus teams and basically said, I would like you to send me a written, like why you want me to come to your town in English and Japanese. And all the teams sent it. And he was like, well, I want to go to the East Coast or the West Coast because it's closer to Japan. And so he ended up taking the deal with the Angels. He was there for like 6 or 7 years. And then the Dodgers were like, come up here and because he was like, I want to go into the postseason. He'd never been to the postseason.
Right.
Literally into the postseason with the Dodgers. He is the first person at bat. He gets up and the first pitch, single home run. And he's like, fucking here we go, guys. And everybody fucking loves him. And it's the craziest fucking thing, dude. Because I'm like, if I had all the money in the world, I'd be buying season tickets for next year.
Well, screw that. Why don't you buy his rookie card?
Well, those are fucking so expensive.
Are you collecting any cards these days or anything?
So no, I love the idea of collecting.
I've been
cards.
collecting a lot lately.
Really?
I mean, I bought X-Men #1.
What?
I bought Spider-Man #1.
What?
Yeah, you don't know this.
I was gonna see them
They're
after the
they're
show.
upstairs, yeah, you can go
Oh
upstairs
my
and see 'em.
fucking God, this is crazy.
But they're lower CGC rated, so they're not like the most expensive ones.
Yeah, but still, that's
It's just fun to have them, you know?
Dude, I miss collecting.
It's so fun.
Honestly, I miss like when I was a kid. Like,
You know
going
who's
to a
big
store.
into collecting, who I like ping every once in a while, is Alexis from Reddit.
Really?
Yeah, he's big into collecting, dude.
Interesting.
Yeah, we should have him on a show sometime.
Fuck yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, collecting to me is like, it's the thing that I miss the most.
Dude, it's so much fun. And here's the thing, like people think like, oh, he's got X-Men #1, blah, blah. Like literally, if you wanted to go and say, hey, I want to own a piece of history.
Yeah.
I want X-Men #1, like CGC rated 1.0. So it's like got ripped pages and shit, but it is the fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like, I don't know, maybe like $1,200, $1,500 or whatever, like for like a really shitty version.
Yeah.
But like, dude, you guys, these are not like, they're not gonna go down in value.
No,
like
God,
like
no.
the X-Men franchise and everything that's going on, like it's like you gotta like pick some of these up. So I just went. I have the most expensive card I have is Jordan rookie card,
Interesting.
but it's CGC 9, so it's not a 10, but it's still pretty good.
So it's really funny. I don't even know who to talk to about this, but when I was a kid, my dad. This was like in probably late 80s. I found this shoebox in my dad's closet, and it had all of these cards, baseball cards from the 1950s and 60s. And I was like, what
Everybody
is
looks
this?
for Playboys, right?
I mean, we all look for Playboy.
Cock rings.
No, I didn't say cock rings.
Found this
mouth.
It was 1960 cock rings, very collectible.
all like tie-dye.
Tie-dye, some spikes, that's weird, but they're there.
Yeah.
But anyway, I found this shoebox full of cards, baseball cards.
Yeah.
But he had like Mickey Mantle.
No way.
Oh, dude, it was like.
You have them now?
So
Sold them.
Well, no. So what happened was it was back in the day when there was like the book of values.
Yeah,
for the thing.
Beckett.
Yeah. So I started looking through and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is like, some of these are like worth like $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back in the 80s, it was like, fucking hell.
What'd you do?
So I got a Trapper Keeper because that's what they do. No.
You
and
put them in the fucking plastic that was bad plastic.
Well, I just got the regular plastic things. I made it big.
Did it make them look bad?
No, it did not.
Okay.
But here's the deal. Some guy put him out no, I didn't. I put him out at a what's it called?
BDSM conference.
No, it wasn't a BDSM conference.
I don't know. I'm just trying to fill in the blanks. Come on.
It was a yard sale.
Okay, yard sale.
And a guy came up and looked, because I was like, I just want fucking money. I was like selling my G.I. Joes and shit. I was like, I just want fucking money to do shit, because I thought that was what's important in life at 10.
Should have bought Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, fuck. It wasn't existed then. But this guy named Satoshi came up. Anyway, so this guy came up and he was like, I'll give you $1,000 for that Trapper Keeper.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yeah, oh my God, Dad, let's fucking sell the Trapper Keeper. And my dad was like, I feel like if he wants to buy this here for $1,000, it's worth way more than $1,000.
He should have been like 200 and then be like, what, 250 then?
Yeah.
Like how much? But like 1,000 is like you're playing your hand.
So we didn't sell it.
Yeah.
Cut to, I don't even know where the Trapper Keeper went, blah, 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 blah. My dad goes, hey, so I have all these, this is literally like a year ago. He was like, I have all this stuff. I don't know what to do with it. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I was home for Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
And he gave me a Ziploc bag with all of the cards in them.
Oh my God, did you send them out to get CGC ready?
They're literally just sitting on my desk. I don't know what to do with them.
Dude, send them to CGC.
I don't, but I mean, what do I do?
I'll give you $2,000 for them right now.
By the way, I get that.
Like,
I have like fucking so many. I have fucking Willie Mays.
Dude, are you kidding me?
No, yeah, I have like Willie Mays.
You gotta send them off to CGC to get them rated.
Yeah.
And then you'll know what they're actually worth.
I mean,
Dude,
I'll text you later and tell me how to do it.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, yes, I have a bag full of.
All right, it's time to put my Halloween costume on.
Oh,
all right, get ready, people.
Time.
I told you that I don't have the full costume yet.
All right, so first off, Etsy, you said?
Etsy is where I got most of the shit.
Oh my God, most of the shit. All right,
All right.
drum roll, please.
Listen, here's the deal. I haven't styled my hair yet.
Okay, I don't know how that's gonna impact it.
Oh my God.
Should I turn around?
Yes.
Oh my God,
I
I'm
haven't
so
styled
excited.
my hair yet.
Kevin! Oh my God! It's like the Long Island Medium has dressed up as fucking Link. This is fucking amazing,
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm not, dude.
You didn't even tie your.
Not yet.
boots.
Yeah. Well, I told you it was a work in progress.
First off, this
Feel,
is a.
feel this shield, dude.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
I bought one of the real, like,
Jesus
fucking warrior
Christ,
ones.
bro.
It's like 50 pounds.
Jesus.
I know.
Let me see the sword.
Wait, it lights up, but I don't have the charge right now. But it lights
This
up.
feels nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Feels
to
good,
you.
right?
That's ooh, don't shake it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
good.
nice,
Isn't that good?
this is fucking hysterical.
So, it's like, it's a work in progress. I don't have the hairstyle because there is an official, like, Link hairstyle. Does it look that bad?
Oh, it looks amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, you look like a Renaissance painter dressed as Link.
I don't know if you still can get my mic here. I don't know if my mic's still jacked up or not.
Dude, that is a fucking jerkin, bro.
What is it, jerkin?
Yeah, that's what this is.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, but it has a hood too. So I can go like that. And there's like a little...
Oh my God, this is fucking amazing, bro.
I'm getting there.
This is fucking, I mean, the hat came off.
Did it?
Oh, you've got the like little like samurai
Ponytail.
bun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I gotta hairspray.
Wait, did the hair come from
It's
the
real.
suit?
It's real hair.
No, I know, but did it?
No, I'm just kidding.
But did it come with the outfit?
Yeah, but I also have like this like shoulder pad thing and the belt, and I've got like all this stuff to still put together. But
Look at the shoes.
Do you not? Dude, the shoes are great.
Thank you.
Did the shoes come with it, or did you buy
I hate
those?
to say this, but I've had these shoes for like 3 years. They're waterproof, and when I was in Portland, Oregon, it was like nice.
Oh, yeah,
so I was like, got some
yeah.
Link shoes, so they match kind of,
Dude, I thought that came with the costume.
Yeah, it's good, right?
It's fucking great.
What are you gonna? So you haven't decided?
So
what
this is
you're
the
gonna
thing. I was just telling everybody. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was supposed to do Beetlejuice, and Heather was gonna do Lydia Dietz, but now Heather might do Mrs. Roper from Three's Company, and I don't know if I necessarily want to go as Mr. Roper.
It's also like so aged. Like
I know.
I
know
who would
all
know
this.
that.
All of this is the things why I was like, wah.
My oldest Zelda is gonna actually be Zelda,
That's amazing.
so I'm Link.
Best.
She's got a sword
ever.
too, just like me, but not as heavy. And then
Are you guys doing like the thing in the
like the family
neighborhood?
thing? Yeah. We're gonna go do the neighborhood thing. So it'll be
Any
fun.
parties?
No parties.
So this is just for the
This is just for the
neighborhood
neighborhood, yeah.
and our audience.
And our audience, yeah, exactly. So,
Oh my God, I love it.
yeah.
I think it's fucking great, dude.
Thank you. All Etsy?
Dude, I'm gonna go home and fucking Google Etsy Halloween
Dude, look
costumes.
at this like sword freaking like leather and shit.
This is the thing that I'm like.
I
it's
wish
the
I could
fucking-
show you this thing glowing because it like lights up. It had this like it has this huge glowing thing, but I for some reason it ran out of batteries. But
When did you get it?
I didn't charge it long enough, but like has a little charging unit at the bottom. But it's actually pretty
Fucking
epic.
crazy.
Yeah, and this sword, literally, everyone, this like weighs like
Dude,
at
this
least
is an
25 pounds.
actual shield.
Yeah, but like, who does this? Like those LARPing people? What are the people that like doing the
No,
cosplay?
LARPing. No, LARPing people. Cosplay, yes. LARPing, no. Because this.
What is
way
LARPing?
too- LARPing is live action role play.
Okay, well
So LARPing, no. This
could
is
take
way
a
too
hit,
heavy. No, I know, but the whole thing is you want this to be foam, so that you can run around all day
okay.
and get hit, and people, and the swords are foam.
So what would this be considered? Cosplay?
Cosplay for sure.
Okay,
100%.
so
I mean,
cosplay.
that's like serious. That's fucking serious shit.
Yeah, so cosplay, they're serious with the cosplay shit. Like
Dude,
this is like
that is
legit.
legit.
It's-
What is it made of?
I don't know, like steel and shit. It's heavy as hell.
I mean, I think it's wood. It's maybe wood with.
have you ever gone to any of those cosplay things?
Oh, dude, I mean, fucking lived at those for ages. Yeah, Mal. Yeah.
You feel that?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Put that on.
It's insane.
Yeah,
So-
that's an actual shield.
My tattoo artist Jess, she goes to these like the dress up shit, where she's
cosplay
dressed up as
conventions?
Zelda before, but like she's gone to like, oh, what's that one where they all dress up as medieval characters and they go out in the middle like once a year they go out in the middle of nowhere? What is it?
Ren Fair.
No.
No, that's LARPing.
No, but what's the one that's really popular? It's kind of like in the Midwest. It's like 1,000 people and it's like this. It's almost like Burning Man for like medieval times.
Renaissance Fair?
No, it's not Renaissance Fair.
I'm Googling
This
it.
is like the real. It's like invite only.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like this high-end, like crazy, like she said you gotta get an invite to it. I really want to go to it.
It sounds fucking awesome.
It's
The Balder. No.
no. She's
Balde
gonna kill
Artis.
me right now because I'm. Anyway, she goes to it and like, dude, like they take it legit. Like they make their
Bro, I want to go.
They
I
make
want to
their
go.
own beer there. They have like fucking real fights and shit. They have like whorehouses. They have like no, but like not like real, but like kinda
nice.
Medium.
But like nice.
But like they have like all the like Renaissance, like not the Renaissance, but like the whole gamut of like metal workers to you name it.
Yeah.
Like they
Midwest burners?
No, type in like
I mean, Belle Arden's, Wisconsin Burning Man?
maybe it's Belle Arden's. What is that? No, that's in France. So this is kind of like I would type in Renaissance. Pennsic.
Pennsic?
Yeah, type in Pennsic War. ENNSIC. Pennsic War.
Pennsic War.
Yeah, so do an images of this. So here's the deal. If you are a Pennsic member, dude, this is like insane. They build this town. Look at this
Holy
shit.
shit.
Yeah, and there's like real battles and shit. And then like you have to like barter for shit. It's just like Burning Man, but if it was medieval shit.
Dude, this is crazy.
I know, look at these like nighttime festivals, and they all get like, they sell swords and crossbows and all kinds of crazy shit. And they have these massive wars. It's called Pennsic. So if you are a member of Pennsic, Alex and I would like to go next year. I'll dress not like this, but similar.
Pennsic, the city of tents.
Yes, that's it, dude.
Oh, dude, look at that.
Yeah, it's a massive battle. And then there's like at night, it says like every like camp has its own theme.
Wow.
They do different things. Like you'll go to like a old pub. You'll go to like a place that makes crossbows. You'll go to like.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
But it's invite only. We got to get in.
We can make it happen. We can make it happen.
Pennsic. Yeah. Anyway.
Pennsic.
All right.
Fuck yeah. I love this shit.
Well, happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween. I'm very excited. I can't wait to see what I end up doing for Halloween. But that is it for this week's edition of Diggnation. My God, do we do these longer than we used to?
Yes, we covered a lot of ground tonight, and we hope you all are safe and well and have a happy Halloween.
And check your LP lower A's.
LP little A's.
And your ARP with the other ones.
ApoBs.
ApoBs.
See you soon.